Hey guys, what's going on? This video will be showing you some exercises that you can do at home to improve your base as an athlete. These exercises are not only specified for athletes, but for anybody who wants to strengthen the lower leg, ankle complex, and improve force production. So static pogo jumps are a basic plyometric exercise that uses the stretch shortening cycle of the ankle to produce force upwards and absorbs force as you land repeatedly, just like a spring or on a pogo stick. So what you want to do is be relaxed overall and let the ankle complex do all the work. Find a rhythm to your jumps. The goal is to be able to do this repeatedly since it's not a maximal effort exercise. Start by jumping up, landing on the forefoot or on the balls of your feet and not on the heels. Maintain a slight knee bend every time you land. Think about spending less time on the ground so you can work on the reactive portion of the exercise. The next exercise we have here is the single leg pogo jump. This is just a single leg version of the static pogo jump. As you can tell, just having one leg forces you to create a little more effort and control. So this exercise will basically have the same cues as the double leg pogo jumps, but if you can't do this exercise due to extreme discomfort such as pain in the shins or knee, I would advise you not to do them. So pogo jumps can help develop reactive force abilities in sports like basketball, volleyball, soccer, and sprinting, where you just need to be quick in that first step. So next up we have side to side pogo jumps. This variation works on the lateral movement where your foot has to repeatedly invert and evert depending on the side you're hopping on. Again, you want to find a rhythm in these jumps where you can be relaxed and you can let your foot do all the work. These will have the same cues as the previous pogo jumps. To sum things up for pogo jumps, play around between 10 to 30 reps for 2 to 3 sets. Next we have skater hops. This is another lateral jumping movement where you jump from one leg to the other, landing in a single leg partial squat position. So the cues I use in this exercise is to make sure on each landing that your knees are traveling between your first and second big toe, never towards each other. When you land, knees go forward, hips go back, and keep the core tight. If you feel like you don't have control over each hop, you can reduce the gap between the feet, don't jump as high, and focus on controlling the jump and landing. This exercise is great for learning on how to absorb and store energy from relating lateral movements. This can also help with force development and force absorption. To progress further with this exercise, you can increase the gap between the feet and increase the jump height between the feet. For the rep and set scheme, play around with 4 to 6 reps per leg for 2 to 4 sets. So the last exercise we have is the arm assisted standing jump. This exercise is great for developing force and power from a squat position. You can perform this with the full range of motion squat as well, just to allow joints to receive exposure to the full range of motion. So here are my cues for this exercise. For stance, you can go to your normal squat stance, or you can go a bit more narrow in stance. Load your legs as if you were doing a quarter squat or a full squat. Pull your arms back as far as you can and sink when you reach the bottom of the squat. Unleash the jump by pushing hard into the ground while timing it with your arms swinging upwards. So you can focus on landing by resetting after each repetition, or you can jump right after landing to train reduction in ground contact time.